Hello. Um, Base rig crashed, so I have to relaunch it because it's a very stable program. You like that? That's a good zoom, right? Why are the eyes closed? Oh, there we go. I was looking straight at the camera. I don't know why I was doing that. Okay. Okay. Think all set. All right. So it's back to art. Back to drawing. First art stream of 2021. Life on Tuesday is okay. Had to be an adult today and go out and do errands. Now I'm home, back in pajama pants. So I wasn't feeling super great the last couple days. Like my stomach was being kind of bitchy. But I'm feeling better today, so that's good. I don't think it was food poisoning. I don't know what it was, but whatever. Seems to be mostly over now. Oh, I want symmetry. So today I'm working on a latte YCH for my friend Reese of their raccoon. And also an avatar for Noah. So we got some stuff to work on. Trying to get back in the swing of things. December is usually a fairly light month for me as far as commission work goes because people are, obviously budgeting for the holidays and I'm often busy, so I don't often have as many commissions during December. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of it, trying to get my queue like consistently going, all that good stuff. Gonna be working on a new YCH template soon for the new Chinese Zodiac. It will be some kind of bovine themed, as I'm pretty sure this is the year of the ox. But I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do for that yet. It's you, Noah! It's you in very sketchy form. Which is fine. It's okay to be sketchy. As long as it's this kind of sketchy and not like the bad kind of sketchy. Okay, yeah, Year of the Ox. That's what I thought because, like, my brother and I are 12 years apart. I'm born in the Year of the Rat, which was last year, and he was born in the Year of the Ox. So, usually that means when it's the Year of the Rat, the year after that is the Year of the Ox. I might. Okay, so I can do cow print bikinis, but I don't know if that's going to be a YCH. That just might be drawing pinups, honestly. Um, I don't need to make that a YCH. But if somebody wants me to draw their character in a cow print bikini, I can do that. I am available to do that. So this character has a hat on. That's what this is. I need to make sure I leave room for the bill of the hat. It's like um a baseball cap. I don't I don't think Skelly can hear me, but maybe reload or restart your browser. That might help. Sometimes Twitch is, you know, weird. If it's a pinup and there's like, okay, so I consider not safe for work to be something that's obviously very suggestive. Like even if it's clothed, like they're doing some kind of a lewd gesture or something like that, or if you're showing parts that you wouldn't be able to walk out of your house showing. So if it's a bikini in like a mischievous but not necessarily like distasteful kind of pose, then I wouldn't consider it not safe for work. But if it's like, you know, really spicy, then it would be not safe for work. That's how I categorize it. Some people might have different ways of determining what's what. Spicy meatball in a cow print bikini. Okay, so kind of big ears. A little bit. Not super big, but you know, substantial. I put on a 3-hour Animal Crossing music thing, so we're gonna have some chill vibes today. Yes, substantial ears. Yeah, sometimes it's hard for me to actually like describe where the line is for me between like safe for work and not safe for work with artwork, because I do both. Both for profit and for pleasure. So it's like for me, like it's not like a hard line, like it's kind of like a flexible boundary between those things. I have Stardew. I haven't played it in years. I actually have been meaning to because, apparently a lot of stuff has changed. And I would like to see how things have, developed over the years. I played it like the year it came out for a bit, and then I kind of lost steam on it, and then I just never went back to it. So I'm gonna have to like start all over again because everything's gonna be so different. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to stream that or just, you know, play on my own. Since I've already got the tactics stream, I'm already streaming 3 days a week. I probably could work another day in there, but I don't want to burn out like I did a few months ago when I was doing 4 days in a row. But maybe after I finish tactics, I could do that. My only concern is Stardew can be very, like, chill, and I worry that that might get a little boring to watch. Like, it's different if you're playing it, obviously. Oh, and then Rise is coming out soon, and I want to try to get a capture card so I can stream Monster Hunter Rise. Shit, there's so many games. You know, if I didn't have to sleep, if I could just not sleep ever again, I would have so much more time to do things and play games. Eternal night crew problems, sleep taking too much time. It's such a waste of time. It's so many hours that you could be doing things and you just can't because you have to lay mostly still and do absolutely nothing. Yeah, I worry about that. Like, I don't worry too much about it. If people want a backseat, like, if it's just completely not desired, I'll just be like, hey, please don't. Or, you know, there might be some useful advice going on, but yeah. I don't know, that kind of thing I just kind of like to figure it out on my own. Just kind of, you know, screw around until I find something cool. Skelly! Oh, you're breaking Twitch? Rip. Glad you fixed it, though. Oh. Oh yeah, I'm trying to draw with my eraser. That's not gonna work. So this character has buck teeth, and I want to include that because I think it's cute. We're gonna make room for some teeth to show. So the weird thing is, I checked, I'm not trying to brag or anything. I've been doing a lot of thinking about money lately, both good and bad, because, you know, stimmies are coming out and stuff like that. I checked my earnings on here a couple weeks ago, and it said that I was at the payout threshold. And then I checked it again recently, and it's gone back down again, and there's no indication that I've been up for a payout, so I'm waiting until the middle of the month to see what the hell is going on. Mr. Bezos owes me money. Also, I went to the bank today. Had to be a grown-up. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know why they would be like, oh, yeah, you should be getting some money. Oh, wait, no, you don't get any money. I mean, I know why, but it's still messed up. I don't know. Honestly, the way that it shows like what you've made on your streams and where your eligibility out is hard to read anyway, so I could just be reading it entirely wrong. I don't know. My first payout, like, once it hit that threshold, was like, hey, here you go. And then, you know, and I got the money, and then it was like, okay, cool. I don't know. I don't know. Which is weird. Yeah, little money is the story of my life. That's why I find that line in Tactics so funny. But we got Chinese food on the way home. And found out one of the burger places that we like is closed until further notice because apparently one of the staff people there tested positive for COVID and they decided to close down for the time being to avoid complications with that. Which, I mean, that's good for them making that call on their own, but at the same time, that sucks. But yeah, we tried a Chinese restaurant that we haven't been to before, which is right next to the burger place and supposed to be really good. A lot of people say really good things about it. And it was really good. And also on the door, they had a sign that said that they were selling like 14 ounces of like Mai Tais, like like in a jug that you take home for like 15 bucks. I was like, what? We didn't get that though, but I was like, ooh, that seems interesting, but I don't know. Yeah, I was like, are you serious? Is it just the mix or does it have the booze in it? But then again, see, Chinese restaurant bartender secrets. At least where I was, I can okay. So my manager was like really secretive about the Mai Tai mix recipe at the place that I worked for some reason, even though it's super simple and it's literally on the bottle of almond syrup that we used. Basically what it is it's so we made a big jug and then we would, you know, pour that into a smaller bottle when we needed it. It was 2 bottles of almond cordial syrup and 2 bottles of orange curacao, just mixed together. That was the Mai Tai mix. And then you would do some of that in the bottom of a glass, squeeze a lime, and then you would do light rum and dark rum, and then you would kind of shake it and serve it with fruit. So if you want to make a Mai Tai, that's what you do. So now you know. But for some reason, my manager was like, "Don't tell anybody how we make the Mai Tais," and it's like, oh, okay. But you know, it's not like it's some like specialty of the house that somebody like spent hours like perfecting in the back one night. Like it's literally on the bottle of the syrup, and anybody that buys that brand of syrup would know our top secret recipe. But she was kind of a weirdo anyway, so whatever. Okay, so I think I'm going to include the bandana because the character's face is kind of wider than it is tall. So like we're going to have some extra room down here, and I don't just want to have dead space. So I think I'm going to maybe make the bandana a little smaller and include it. We're going to move the face down so we have room for the hair and the hat, and then we're going to work in the band. So kind of like that. So like a smaller, kind of more simple version of the bandana down here, and then the hat up here and the hair. And I don't need symmetry for that. Actually didn't want the symmetry over here in the first place, but that's what we ended up with. Okay, so got some big flowy bangs going on over on this side. Get it kind of curly over here. We want the volume. I like to have big volume. Like you used a lot of Aquanet and a teasing comb. I got some new gummy vitamins, and they're very good. Because I am an adult. I got adult gummy vitamins, and I was mad because they have sour gummy vitamins for kids, but they don't have any sour gummy vitamins for grown-ups. What's up with that? Maybe I want sour gummies. Yeah, I know, right? Like, you think, like, what... When you're a grown-up, you can't have sour gummies anymore? You're making grown-up gummy vitamins, just make some that are sour. They don't have to be, like, warheads or anything, just, you know, like... I don't know, maybe even, like, a level below Sour Patch Kids, but still kind of sour. Alright, so I think I might change the angle a little bit, but that's mostly where we want to go with the bangs. Get it a little more like that. I want this to be a little more pointy here. And another one go. Get some ahoge, also known as idiot hair. Not saying the character's an idiot, that's literally what it means. I guess some people make it a little less harsh and they say it's foolish hair, but aho, as I grew up knowing it, means idiot. And my grandma used to use that on me a lot. Okay. Now, since this is just going to look like a weird offset halo, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of the cap of this hat, so it's not like, what the hell is that? So you can kind of get an idea. It's like, oh yeah, it's part of a hat. Alright. Otherwise it might seem a little weird. So I'm gonna get a Secret Santa drawing that someone did for me that I don't know soon. And I'm really stoked because I'm always stoked whenever somebody draws something for me, even if it's a Secret Santa thing. Because, like, somebody took the time and the effort, and I appreciate that because I understand that, you know, art takes time and effort. I finished my piece. I already sent it off, so now it's just a matter of time to wait until the 10th. I think we're exchanging them on the 10th. That's the deadline, and I think that's when we're everybody's getting theirs, but I might be wrong. It's gonna be great. And then the Dorohedoro streetwear zine that I contributed to last year is finally gonna get to be sent out. There was a restriction on international mailing in the organizer's country, and so they couldn't send anything out, so it had to be like postponed until they got the okay, and I guess that's finally happening. So I'm also stoked about that, because for a while I was like, oh well, it might not ever come out, rip. And then I was like, well, when do I get to like publicly post the piece that I did for it, if that's the case? Like, do I still have to wait? Oh yeah, we can watch that. I really want to. So it's been almost or just about a year since the first season came out, and I haven't heard anything about a season 2, which I hope that I will soon, because I would be pretty bummed if we only get one season. I mean, you know, there's always the manga, and the manga's great, don't get me wrong, I love it, but I would like the whole series to get an anime treatment, because I think it deserves it. But Netflix is really weird about what it renews and what it cancels, so I guess we will have to see. I think that's good for that. I'm gonna color in the pupils. Since I'm gonna be working on a limited palette, I need to know where everything's gonna be. And I might... Oop, somebody is revving their engine outside, okay. This out a little bit. Make the bridge of the nose a little wider. That. Okay. Yeah, and then I heard that Beastars, which, you know, you can feel however you want about it, it's not really my thing. That's getting a second season, I think, so... But I guess that was more popular than Dorohedoro was. But still, like, come on. There's weirder stuff on Netflix that has gotten more seasons, so there's no reason why this shouldn't. Right, so I need to go into another one I finished and sample some colors. Oh, I should make a folder for this too. Trying to think of what I've watched recently, if anything. Like, that's new, like something I haven't watched before. And I don't think there is anything. I don't think I've really watched anything recently. so now where is that one pen I was... Yes. Hey Richie, thanks for stopping by with your limited time before class. I appreciate that. It's always nice when you pop in to say hi. Oh, my mouse wheel is doing the stupid jittery thing again. Stop it! I just want to zoom in. Hello, Hobbs! Happy New Year to you as well. I hope 2021 is treating you alright so far. I know we're not that far into it, but any reprieve from the nightmare that was 2020 is, you know, welcome. New Year, save me. Ooh, my phone alarm. Telling me to start the stream because I started a little early tonight because I want to probably shut it down a little early. I want to go play Monster Hunter. Or Guild Wars, I'm not sure which yet, but I want to play a video game. So, I'm probably gonna go until around 11:30 tonight. Also, my new chair should be getting here, I think, on Thursday. So, Thursday's stream, I should have a new chair to be sitting in. Even if you don't see it, it'll be here. You'll be able to feel its energy. I got a purple chair, Richie. It's not a gamer chair though, it's just a desk chair and it's like fabric because I don't like that pleather stuff because it peels and cracks. But it's purple. Yeah, I don't like that pleather stuff. Actually, since this... No, that's gonna be white. That's gonna be part of the foam, so I don't need that part dark. You need to define the cheek stripes. Oh, Gal, you did Triple Trouble? That's cool. Did it actually succeed? Because for a long time it took me many attempts to find an instance of it where people actually managed to, you know, not fail. Oh, nice. Excellent. Yeah, Triple Trouble it's interesting, but it's also very complicated, so if you're not on a map where people know what they're doing, it's not gonna work out. Yeah, there's a couple of guilds that run it regularly, and if they're running it, then you're generally going to succeed. As long as people actually follow the instructions. Or, like, they've done it before and they know how it goes. Every once in a while, though, you run into people that just don't want to listen and kind of do their own thing, and they screw it up for everybody. That's always super fun. I'm a very cozy bat right now. I'm wearing my beat up sweater that has holes in the elbows that eventually I am going to knit on stream patches for and then maybe sew them on stream onto the elbows of my sweater. And I wear pajama pants and I'm hanging out. I had to go out today, and so I'm relieved to be home and be slouchy. Both in posture and vibe. However, I'm gonna break the illusion for a minute. I did not wear a hat while I was outside. Sorry. I'm sorry to ruin it for everybody. Okay, so how am I gonna do this? Because we're gonna be using the medium brown for like this area, but then we also need something for the hair. I might just do some like indications of the shadowed areas with the medium brown and then leave the rest like the cream color because it's lighter. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. Oh, thank you, Gao. Yeah, quite a few people have expressed their fondness for this idea. I don't know, one day I was thinking about latte foam art, which is always cool, but I've never done it, so I was like, how could I do that without having, like, an espresso machine? It's also fun to work with a limited palette. It forces you to really think critically about where you arrange elements in a drawing so that you can get the most contrast with fewer options. So this is technically only 3 colors I'm going to be working with, so I really have to think about where are those colors going to go, and what are they going to be up against, and will they still make sense? So it seems like it might be simple. It's like, oh, you only have to use 3 colors, but at the same time, it's like, you can only use 3 colors. So I'm actually going to start putting down the white in the background so I can better determine where things are going to go. Have to turn down opacity on that so that I can see the sketch underneath. Go on out of the lines, but that's okay. I'll just okay. Now I need to go back to the really nice texture pen. And I'm gonna make the outside more textury. Like that. So it's not like perfectly smooth. I wonder if Nintendo's gonna do anything special for the 1 year anniversary of New Horizons. Like maybe they'll introduce like a big content update or something. That would be cool. Yeah, exactly. Like, especially since, like, unfortunately, we're still in pandemic times, and a lot of people still turn to that to socialize or, simulate being able to go outside and just kind of do your thing with other people. Because, like, there, there weren't enough, like, upgrades to, like, the Nook store and stuff compared to previous games, so I wonder if they're holding out. Yeah, yeah. Like the seasonal stuff and the holiday stuff, that's cool and all, but I want like something more substantial. And I want the cafe. I want Brewster. I want Brewster to put pigeon milk in my coffee. Oh, that sounds gross. I hope so. I hope they add more characters. I hope they add like more hairstyles and stuff too. Like the ones they have are good and the ones they've added are also good. But I feel like there could be more. Xenon, thank you. Yeah, they turned out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with how the emotes ended up. Yeah, the bedhead is good. I get that basically every time I actually power on the game because it's usually once a month to see what's going on, and I'll just kind of blaze through it in a day and put it down again. Yeah, they added some new, appearance stuff, but they need to add more. Especially since now you don't have to unlock Shampoodle in order to change your hair and stuff. You can just go to your mirror and do it, so there's really no reason to limit it. Other than they just, don't want to take the time to develop stuff and put it in the game. I'm just glad that the updates have been free and not like DLC stuff. That would suck. Oh, I love Splatoon 2. Just I haven't renewed my Nintendo Online subscription, so I can't play it. Well, I mean I could, but the fun of it is multiplayer. I don't want to redo the Octoling expansion. Some of those areas were frustrating in that, so. Or maybe I just suck at it, I don't know. Oh, I need to sample that again. Oops. Okay, so we got Face markings. I guess the eyes would probably be at least a little bit darker. Then I might just, for the sake of contrast, just make the nose dark. There. I think that's pretty good. Ah, go away, Mastodon notification. You're in the way, I can't see my layers. Fight again. Get rid of this part. That's where the hair is. There. Okay. So for the hat, I go in dark down here. Oops, that's not it. Dark down here, and then go lighter towards the outside. So it's kind of like a shadow. That around the hair. That here, just to kind of define everything. And these YCHs are still available. You can find the link to the form using !YCH in the chat. They are $25 a piece. And the turnaround on them is pretty fast. I can generally get these done within a day or two. And I will have these available probably until the weather starts to warm up and it's not really hot latte season anymore. Oh, thank you, Noah. Yeah, it's turning out pretty good so far. But yeah, these will be open probably until, I don't know, mid-March, late March, who knows. Well, if I feel like it, I could just leave them open perpetually, and if you ever are in the mood to have your character drawn as latte foam art, then I can do that for you. Then I want to define some of the hair a little bit. That. A little bit of definition. Kind of separate it from the other elements. Supposed to look like somebody did this with, you know, cocoa powder. I don't want it to be too hard in its definition, just subtle. I never got my tax refund for my 2019 taxes, and I'm mad about it. Need to call the IRS and find out what's going on, but I also don't want to do that. But I also want my money. Oh, sorry. My kid wanted me to put decals on Legos. So I'm not sure why I haven't gotten my refund. Filed my taxes in March of last year. I got my state refund, no problem. The federal refund I didn't get, and then in August I got something from the IRS in the mail saying, "Oh, you need to fill out such and such form because you had a health insurance credit in 2019 that you didn't file," because I totally forgot about it. I had to go on marketplace insurance briefly when my household income was just a couple of percents too high to qualify for mass health standard. And I forgot entirely about that and didn't file it in my taxes. So I printed out the form that they needed. I spent 4 hours filling out this ridiculously confusing tax form for this thing, following the instructions that I could find for it as best I could. And then I overnighted it, the IRS, and I haven't heard anything since. So if something got messed up, if I didn't do it right, they could have told me, but I haven't heard anything, so that's on them. But yeah, I'm a little mad about that. 'Cause, like, I don't make a lot of money. You know, just give me my refund. Like, seriously. If you're gonna screw people around over their finances and their tax forms, do it to rich people that have, like, offshore accounts and stuff. Like, for Christ's sake, like, why? But I'm gonna have to call, and then hopefully I'll at least get some kind of answer. You know, best case scenario, I actually get my refund. That would be nice. But I guess we'll see. I also haven't gotten my $600 stimulus yet, even though my partner did the other day. I haven't. I don't know what's going on with that either. I want my 600 bucks so I can spend, I don't know, however much I would be spending on Monster Hunter Rise. Please, government, give me my video game money so that I can buy video game. Yeah, Monster Hunter Rise. They should do a tie-in campaign with like Minute Rice or something and call it Monster Rice. Ooh, yeah. You can put Palicos on the Rice Krispies box. And Palamutes, I guess, too. That's the new thing now, right? You get a dog helper as well as a cat. Which is cool. I do love Palicos. So that's basically what I wanted to do with the Bill of the Hat. because it's colored, but it's also, you know, shaded in a way. Yeah, have the Meowscular Chef on the box. That would be cool. Also, it's fun to say Meowscular Chef. Okay, and then there's stars, or like starbursts on the bandana. So we need to do those in. I mean, the bandana's blue, but since I have color here, I don't necessarily want to put another color here because it'll just all blend in. So I might just do the outline of the stars. Like in this color. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works. Experimenting now. Yeah, Animal Crossing music. I felt like doing something chill. I turned on that like weird like chiptune station thing that I found that's all royalty free, and I was like, no, this is a lot right now. I just want something like low key, kind of hang out. I don't want thumping beats, high tempo stuff. And I think I'm gonna give the Mario Paint music a little break because it can wear thin after a while. So yeah, I'll post a link to it in the Discord. It's cool. It's interesting. But you gotta be in the mood for it. It's very just, you know, thumpa 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 thumpa. There's another one over here, like that. Just to kind of break it up a little bit. I'm not gonna go super into detail on that. And I guess depth to the ears, I can put a little shading like this. Like this. So yesterday, when we were eating dinner, we watched a movie. And the movie was the first Jurassic Park because my kid is now interested in it. Wasn't really interested in it before. So we decided, hey, it's a good time to see it for the first time because it's still a good movie. It still holds up, you know. So now my kid is like fully into dinosaurs. And so when we went out today, we ended up going to Target to pick some stuff up. And since Lego sets were so picked over leading up to Christmas, we didn't actually manage to get everything we wanted to get the kid for their Christmas/birthday because they were born 3 days after Christmas. So they wanted a couple of Jurassic World Lego sets. Go with one that they got as a gift. So we ended up picking up one of those, and so now we got a bunch of little Lego dinosaurs. And they're pretty cool, and there's one of us tiny, tiny baby raptor. And I made it ride on the bigger raptor's back. And it was cool. And I wish that we had sets like that for Lego when I was a kid, because I was super into dinosaurs. I still am into dinosaurs, but I don't really play with Legos anymore. I might just leave the darker stuff up here and then just kind of let it just go lighter like that. I think I like that more. Maybe follow the bottom side of it a little bit to give it just some depth, but not too much. Like that. Yeah, that's good. We'll go with that. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, cool. And then up here, I'm gonna do a little bit down here towards roots. Like that. Cool, cool. Alright. Without the sketch underneath, that's looking pretty good. I wish that my mouse wheel would stop doing that. It's very annoying and it's getting worse. Oh yeah, I've already talked to my kid about how I wish that the newer iterations of the Jurassic series would portray, you know, feathered theropods. And I've shown them like the recreations with feathers. But you know, yeah, I still have like I have the Dinosaur Heresies by Robert Bakker, which is one of the things that inspired the character of Alan Grant in the Jurassic series. Um, it, you know, was one of the earlier sources of the theory, which it was at the time, that dinosaurs, at least theropods, were warm-blooded and feathered. So I actually have that book. I've read that book. And then I also have the Dinosauria, which is essentially a reference book about paleontology. It's extremely dry. It's not like something you just casually read through. You literally just, like, you need to look something technical up, and that's where you go. But they are very cool books. I think I want to fluff out the edges a little bit. Feel a little bit too neat and clean. I want them to be a little more like foam resting on top of a liquid. Gonna kind of rough up the texture a little bit. Especially over here. It's like floofy. You want just a little bit of wispiness to it. Up here, we don't want that. Not like this. Not like this. And then do want only on one side because the hair's in the way. Oops, wrong color. Like this. There. Alright, so now we just need to do some of the shading, if you want to call it that, around the edges. Make it look like the foam is actually like three-dimensional and above the level of the liquid. Go in certain spots and just kind of give it a little bit of a shadow. Like that. I'm glad I added that. Part of me is tempted to get a rip of that quote-unquote grass flute noise from Final Fantasy Tactics that sounds like a nightmare and put that up there on the soundboard. So people can torment each other with it on the stream. Sounds so bad. It's so bad. I don't know who thought that was a good sound effect. It is art. Also, Dean from the Iron Giant is an entire mood and a half, to be honest. my man drinking espresso and living in a junkyard and making art out of garbage. That's amazing. Oh yeah, I'm drinking coffee too. This is my second coffee. I had a cup of coffee before I went out, because otherwise I was going to get a headache and that would suck. And then I got an iced coffee on the way home. Alright, so, okay, so, thinking. See, I think I'm done with something, and then I'm like, oh no, I could probably do this another way, or a better way, or something. And then I end up, like, overworking a piece, and I'm like, oh no. I'm gonna stop myself. At the same time, then I wouldn't feel like it was done. Help me, why am I like this? It's art, etc., etc. So since I'm not coloring the whole thing, I'm going to kind of fill in some of the negative space. Just a little bit. Not a lot, just a bit. Like that. Not completely to ref, but that's okay. There. Alright. So I would say that's probably pretty close to done. I will pass this off to the client after stream. And if there's anything that isn't right about it, then we can fix that later. But for now, that one's gonna be done. So we did it. We did it in about an hour. Like lens crafters. We did it, Reddit. Great job, everybody. Okay, so now we are going to switch gears and head over to Noah. Nope, that's not the right one. Where's the other reference picture? I've been working on a retexture for Claire John as well, so that's what that is. So you got a little bit of dragon butt in there, and that's fine. But here is Noah. Noah is a super cutie. We are going to start inking a bit. Yeah, we got some dragon butt. Tiny toy butt. God, the roll wheel jitter is really bothering me. Give me my stimmy so I can buy a new mouse. Oh no, I'm on the wrong layer. Let's not do that. Let's draw on the right layer. Oh, that's great to hear, Richie. I'm glad. Yeah, I think the gecko might have been the best one of those I've done so far. Like, I'm happy with all of them, but some of them I just didn't have the time to really put into them, like I did the gecko. I think the gecko was probably the most successful one. Although I really like the chicken, too. Yeah, leopard geckos are super cute, and if I had the resources and the space to properly care for reptiles, I would probably get a leopard gecko, because they're just super adorable. But yeah, the smug chicken is hard to beat. How often do you see a smug chicken in a sweater? The only time I have seen a questionable septum piercing on somebody is when, for some reason, the piece of jewelry they chose looked kind of like a booger. But, you know, maybe that's the vibe they were trying to convey. Hey, if you can care for reptiles properly, you know, you have the space and the time and the know-how and the resources and everything, that's wonderful. My sister-in-law's boyfriend has a red-tailed boa, a ball python, a corn snake, and now they have a blue-tongued skink. That's super cool. I'm a little bit jealous. When I was growing up, I had a blue-belly lizard, a western fence lizard if you're from Northern California. You probably know about them if you've ever been on like a nature hike in the hills. Uh, they are called bluebellies because they have bright blue stripes on either side of their bellies. And my dad used to catch them for fun, uh, using long grass turned into a snare. And the cool thing about those fence lizards is they are immune to Lyme disease. And they actually have enzymes and antibodies in their blood that destroy Lyme disease and also cleanse the ticks that tend to bite them of Lyme disease. And that's why California doesn't tend to have a Lyme disease problem like other places do. But yeah, I used to have one of those that I kept as a pet after my dad caught it, and it was cool, and it got very big. And then I also had a snake. I don't remember what kind of snake it was. It was mostly black with two yellow stripes on either side, and it liked to eat goldfish that I would put into a dish of water in its container. And it was a very cool snake. It was very chill. It didn't mind being handled even though it was wild. It wasn't a garter snake. I think they call it like a striped racer or something like that. I don't remember exactly. I would have to look it up again. But yeah, um, those were very cool reptiles that I had in my life. The snake eventually was released up at a pond in the eastern foothills of the Bay Area. And it, you know, just kind of took off in the shallow water and it seemed pretty happy about that. So I hope that it had a fulfilling rest of its life up there. The fence lizard unfortunately seemed to have died of natural causes eventually. It just kind of one day was dead in its tank. It didn't seem to be sick or anything. I think it just, you know, just quit because it was getting kind of old. I don't know what their lifespans are, but that was a little sad. But I enjoyed the time I had with it. I got to bring it to show and tell in 5th grade, so that was cool. Yeah, I figured that they didn't live super long, but, you know, it was a cool pet to have while I had it. Also, no, if I'm getting anything wrong, you know, just yell at me. I mean, I could do wrong. I'm trying not to. Like, you know, I don't know, I could draw you as a extremely moe anime person. I don't think you would want that. I don't like drawing super moe anime stuff. I mean, I will. If somebody wants me to and they pay me, I'll do it, but it's not really my thing. So I wouldn't do that unless it's specifically requested. Also, I think it's funny that, Eugen on the Fediverse, uh, lead developer of Mastodon, was like, why is everybody a VTuber all of a sudden? Like, did he just notice? I mean, yeah, VTubers are cool. Like, the whole VTube thing is really cool. I might be a little bit biased, but I think it's really cool. I think it's a really enjoyable way to approach streaming, too, because you can still have, like a face cam and be engaging and stuff, but not have to worry about, like, wearing proper clothes or, making sure that your hair is done or putting on makeup if that's your thing or whatever. You can just kind of, I guess, fake it a little bit. And it's cute. It's cute. Like, not to toot my own horn, but I mean, I get to be a purple bat in a hat. I suspect that Eugen meant more of the anime VTubers, but I'm still a bat in a hat, so, you know. Like, I appreciate the artistry that goes into the anime ones. I don't really watch anime VTubers. I just watch furry VTubers. I find that the furry ones are more visually interesting to look at. Most of the anime ones kind of samey, if I'm gonna be honest. You know, they follow a lot of very similar conventions. I feel like there's more variety in the furry ones. That's just my tastes. Okay, so I need to get the lip piercing in. Stop doing the jitter. Ugh. So bad. Why is it so bad? I guess I should probably look into more of the anime VTubers. There is one Japanese VTuber that I do watch semi-regularly. I think it's Minya September or something like that. She's very cute. And I like her avatar a lot because it has a lot of the style for her avatar isn't the typical one. Hers has a lot of like thicker lines, and I really, really like that. Like as most of you probably know, I like a lot of dramatic line weight in art. I really appreciate it. It's kind of my whole thing. So the fact that hers has a lot of variation in line weight and some really thick lines and stuff, almost kind of looking like Japanese like brush paintings, kind of like that kind of feel, like Okami, the game. I really, really like that. So I like her avatar a lot. I realized that I drew the eyebrow piercing just a little bit too low. So I'm just gonna draw it a little bit higher now. Oh yeah, I mostly watch smaller streamers. I will occasionally watch a larger streamer, especially if it's somebody I know. But generally, I will watch people that have like less than 50 viewers. Because I don't know. I like the vibe better. Um, it's more fun if you can actually actively participate in chat and keep track of what's going on rather than just have chat just be this constant stream of whatever. Go ahead, Noah. Go ahead. Uh, It'll be like a endurance exercise or something. You'll have to get new tattoos as well. Hello, Hiron Goods. Welcome to the stream. We are having a chill time and working on art commissions. Well, this is not a place for that, sorry. No horny zone. Ah, they're gone, don't worry about it. I don't know, somebody wandered into the wrong stream. This is an not an anti-horny zone, it's just not a horny zone. They might have been. They might have been, Noah. I mean, how can they resist? But they need to learn how to control themselves. There's a time and a place, and this is not either. If they want to go and be horny in an artist stream, they can go to Picardo for that. There's plenty of people that will accommodate them. But I will not. Alright, so one thing that's bothering me is, even though I was just doing a rough sketch, these fingers are way too chunky. They're not actually this chunky, so I need to fix this because it's bothering me. Like, I was just doing a quick sketch, I wasn't trying to get all the proportions down, and now I'm like, that doesn't look right. You don't have sausage fingers. Yeah, Richie, you can do that. I mean, I watch some streams in languages that I do not understand at all sometimes, just because I'm watching what's on the screen and I don't mind that much, so... If they're bilingual, that's fine. If they're not, that's also fine. I don't mind terribly. You can put them in the Discord if you want, in the streamer chat, and I can check them out. Or anybody else can check them out if they're interested. Yeah, but other people might be interested too, so you put it in one of the chats, then other people can just, you know, go take a peek. Yeah, Richie's VTuber recommendations. I don't know, you give them a rating of something. What would it be? I don't know. Uwoos? I don't know. Yeah, so I'm actually kind of impressed. That was like my first like weird, creepy, horny person in my chat that I can recall. I guess that's a milestone, isn't it? Yeah, but bathroom ratings are actually really important because like if you go to a place and you need to go, you know, you want to be sure that the bathroom's not going to be like a nightmare. Like you don't want to go into a Silent Hill bathroom. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And you especially don't want to have to use public restrooms right now, what with, you know, pandemic and all. I avoid public restrooms if I'm out, if possible. I just, you know, just one more thing. Like when I was feeling yucky the last couple days, I was like, oh no, I hope it's not COVID. I didn't have like a sore throat or fever or anything, or even a headache. I just felt gross and kind of queasy here and there, and I was like, I don't like this. But it's mostly gone now, so I guess it's not COVID. Hooray! I was worried because we had been leaving the house quite a bit more often than usual because of the holidays. Richie, that's a good idea, though. It's a good way to, like, because, you know, sometimes people don't want to have to go sit in a stream for however long it would take for them to, you know, make a determination on whether the streamer is right for them. And being able to get, like, kind of like a rundown on what the stream is all about and what the vibes are would be kind of cool. It's a good idea. Yeah. Like, I get excited when people come in here and talk to me. It's like, hell yeah. I can chat with people. I can explain what I'm doing and people will actually kind of pay attention if they want to. Because I really like to talk about art processes and tools and stuff. And sometimes when you're just, you know, popping off via text on like Twitter or Mastodon or something, it's like, eh, you know. But I like to actually talk about it while I'm doing it. Like, you can fill up the chat log all you want. That's fine. That's what it's for. An empty chat is a sad chat to me. Not that that should put pressure on anybody to chat if you don't feel like it, but I like it when there's chat happening. I'm a very extroverted person in general. I like to interact. I like to talk to people. I like to talk at people. Sometimes that's what it feels like. I'm just talking at people and they're like, yeah, uh-huh, okay. Yeah, if the chat is just like this blinding, you know, flood, then it's like, oh no. But if it's like active, like a decent amount of active without like a lot of dead spots, then that's like perfect. I'm trying to rest my foot on this the stepper machine that my sister-in-law left here that I have under my desk, and I can't find the other pedal. Oh, there we go. Okay. I found Pepsi at Target that has fruit juice in it. Like cans. It's weird. When did that come out? Like, weird. It's like, so it's not even like the full-size cans, it's like the smaller cans. And it's Pepsi, but it has like, I think they had blueberry, and I think one of them was raspberry. I think my partner grabbed a box. I think we got the raspberry one. I haven't really had one yet, but when did that happen? Why the fruit juice? I don't know. It's weird. I've seen quite a few Japanese, not YouTubers, but streamers on Twitch who are using chat bots to like translate stuff between uh Japanese and other languages, so that's pretty cool. It's fine, Richie, no problem. I hope you have fun at your class. Oh god, the chocolate Pepsi scares me, to be honest. It kind of terrifies me a little bit. I don't know if I'm brave enough to try it. I don't know. Something about Pepsi, like if it was Coke, it seems like it would make more sense, but Pepsi has a little bit of like an acidity to it, and I don't know if that would quite work with the cocoa. Maybe it would, I don't know, but I don't know. I'm very skeptical. But Noah, I'm scared. It could be really gross. Like, Coke doesn't have, like, as much of a tanginess to it. I feel like it would work better with, like a chocolatey kind of thing. Did they ever have, like, a chocolate Coke? I want to say that that was a thing. I know they had vanilla Coke. Oh yeah, I mean, like, old-fashioned soda fountains actually had, like, just plain chocolate soda. But it wasn't, I don't think it was just, like, chocolate added to Coca-Cola or something. I think it was its own thing. I never went to, like, a soda fountain like that before. That was before my time. I have been to a drugstore that had, like, an ice cream counter where you could get scoops of ice cream. Are you gonna get the chocolate Pepsi injected too? You could boof it. You can boof anything if you try hard enough. I really did try to say that, like, without laughing, but I couldn't. Alright, so if I start another layer, I'm gonna try to get at least the basics of the glasses down. Hot Beppis. Mmm. Oh god, it's what is it? What was it? What was that video? Was it Hot Pepsi? Hot Dr. Pepper, that's what it was. Hot Dr. Pepper. Oh god, why? Why Hot Dr. Pepper? No, no Hot Dr. Pepper high velocity. Cocoa Pepsi high velocity. Oh god. I do. I don't know why I love hot chocolate high velocity so much. It's really funny to me. It's really gross, but it's very funny. I would say y'all are gross, but I mean, part of it's my fault because I showed you that video in the first place. Yes. Okay, so that's another thing. If I'm gonna play Stardew Valley, I gotta have weed in it. I mean, you know, just like I went to the trouble of finding weed mods for Fallout 4 so that my settlements could have a cannabis crop. And also so my character could, you know, carry joints around in their inventory. I will say that the cannabis mod I used for Fallout 4, um, a little overpowered because like the cannabis products you could make with it were like super like good and sold for a lot of money. So like once you started doing that, you basically never had to worry about money, and you know you had these really good restorative items in like large amounts. Which I suppose it's not unrealistic for what it is. We gotta do these curls justice. It's fine, it's fine. Your hair is still easier to draw than hands or feet or backgrounds, so. Uh-oh. Yeah, Twitch has been acting up lately. I mean, Twitch is often acting up. We'll just blame Jeff Bezos. You know, it's fine. Beef jazz hands, yes, exactly. CEO of Amazon, Beef Jazz Hands. From Space Mutiny. Hello, Polar Plays, welcome. How are you doing in this very early 2021? I feel like, okay, so that's a good idea, Gal, but I also feel like Space Mutiny is too good for Jeff Bezos. I don't want him to have that. I'm glad to hear you are doing fine so far, Polar Blaze. I hope that this year will continue being fine for you, considering what all of us had to deal with last year. Oh, I cannot wait for my new chair to get here because my butt hurts from sitting on this one. Alright, so we need some more swoopy parts. Some swoopy curls. Coming out here like this. Doing their thing. I'm gonna talk like Bob Ross about hair now. Of trees and mountains and bushes and lakes and stuff. And talk about hair curls. They're just out here just doing their thing. You can put them wherever you want. Happy little curl over here. And then maybe that curl has a little friend. Lives over here. You know? Oh, this is a twangy one. Which track is this? I'm gonna guess this is one that happens during the daytime that I'm not used to. Oh, it's City Folk. I never played City Folk, that's why. That explains it. Okay. My first Animal Crossing was Wild World, because I never had a GameCube. So I started with Wild World on the DS, and then I got New Leaf, and then I got New Horizons, and then I played Pocket Camp too. Was City Folk on GameCube or Wii? Because I didn't have a Wii either, so. Okay, yeah, that would explain it. Yeah, I didn't have a Wii, I didn't have a Wii U, I didn't have a GameCube. Basically, I went NES, SNES, N64, and then I got a PlayStation, and then I basically just went PlayStation until the DS came out. And PC as well, PC games. Damn, Wii was your first console ever? Damn, yeah, I do feel old now. Like, the first video game I ever played, I was about 4 years old, and my brother was living with us for about a year, year and a half, and he had an Apple IIe, and I played that Moon Rover game on it, and that was the first video game I ever played in my life. So I guess you could say I started out as a Mac gamer. That's super weird, huh? And my first console was an NES. Yeah, okay, so when I finally reinstall Stardew Valley and actually start a new file, I'm going to use the furry mod and the cannabis mod. And then I still need to go through the Nexus and look at what the other mods are, because I really haven't looked. But yeah, I'm definitely I'm gonna mod it up. When I played before, the mod scene was very new, so I played it vanilla. And the vanilla game was fine at the time, but I really like the look of the furry mod from what I've seen of it so far, and I definitely want cannabis. No, they then. Oh, that sucks. Come on. Do a better job, modders. What is wrong with you? That's a bummer. That's NB-phobic. I'm sorry. It really is the easiest thing. That's why it's so egregious that they're doing that. I say it's the easiest thing, but I have no idea how to do it, so I can't really do it myself. Why does this song kind of remind me of that, the banana song? I don't remember what it's called. The Deo song. I mean, fortunately in Stardew Valley, like your character sprite isn't super detailed, so it's not like you're forced to look super gendered one way or another. You can kind of work with it. But yeah, it sucks that nobody's made a NB mod essentially. I'm disappointed in that. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like they don't really force you to be gendered in any specific way necessarily, but still, like it'd be nice if you could force the game to refer to you as they them pronouns. Maybe somebody will come through eventually. They'll notice the sore lack of that and do something about it. So the plum is at a different angle than I initially be, so I fix that so it doesn't look all weird. We don't want the tattoo to be like right here and then have the nail be like up here because that would look bizarre. We're not doing that. Now Noah's gonna have another tattoo on the side of the finger over here just to mess with me. Okay, so now it's up here where it's supposed to be. Need to stretch for a second, hang on. That would be weird, like a dynamically changing reference. I mean, it would be cool, but it would also be kind of creepy. I don't know if I'm ready for that cyberpunk future yet. Okay, so the other finger, we're not gonna see the tattoo because it's like right here, so that's fine. And obviously we can't see these ones. You don't, no, you don't have anything like on the, I forgot what the skin on the, like the palm of your hand is called. You don't have any like palm or finger, like pads of your finger tattoos, right? I didn't see anything, so. Oh, not yet, okay. Actually, this is not quite centered. Now that I realize it, so we gotta move this over. Like that. did you get your needles out? Is that what you're doing? I still need to bust out my cheapo Chinese tattoo machine kit. I need to get some practice skin. Like silicone skin. Because I want to do some tattooing. And not necessarily on people, because I've never managed to land an apprenticeship. Even though I have tried in the past. So I will just tattoo silicone instead. It's a shame that silicone's on the expensive side, though. I mean, it's not super expensive, but it's more expensive than you would anticipate for what it is, you know? I guess if I really wanted to, I could get the supplies to start, like doing my own pours for different silicone items, but I don't really have the space for that. I'd have to do it out on my balcony so that I would have proper ventilation and stuff. It's one of the reasons why I haven't gotten into resin either, because you need, like, room to do it and ventilation and stuff for it, and it's just like, I don't really have that. I live in a condo on the 3rd floor. You know, oh well. I have enough craft to do. I don't need any more. Look at you Stardewers. Stardew Valleyers. Now you have to use your Stardew Valley accents. Get it? Because you're valley people. There you go. I'm glad you appreciated my extremely lazy joke. Oh, the flower festival, yeah. See, the thing is, like, I know it's part of the mechanics in the game, but I have no interest in uh pursuing relationships in video games. Like, I played the first Mass Effect, and like, you know, everybody's like, "Oh, you know, who you gonna pair up with?" Blah blah blah, and I was like, "Nobody, no one. Sorry, not interested." Yeah, you get a farm, you get to go into the cave and fight things and break open geodes and stuff. You don't have time to go courting someone. What the hell? You can give gifts to all the pretty girls you want, Noah. It's fine. At least this, you don't have to pursue a relationship in Stardew, right? You can just not if you don't want to, right? Because when I used to play Harvest Moon games, usually you're kind of forced to choose someone in the course of the games. Like, I think if you went more than like 2 years without hooking up with someone, the game basically ended prematurely in at least one of them. And that was kind of bunk. Like, I didn't like that because I didn't care enough. And honestly, in Skyrim, the only reason I married anybody in the game was so that I could get the benefits. And I married an orc blacksmith. Because he was big and sweaty and had a nice beard. And then I just kind of left him there to do blacksmithing. Like, that was nice, see ya. I have, ruins to spelunk into. Wow, look at you, Noah. 8 girlfriends. Damn. Save some for everybody else. Yeah, I have to go, like, shout a troll off the mountain. You keep hammering away on stuff. It's cute. Bye. So, I wonder if they're gonna re-release Skyrim again on the PlayStation 5. Can't wait for that announcement. Come through, Todd Howard. There's another console out, and Skyrim's not on it yet. You gotta fix that. Okay, trying to figure out cool ways to fit in more curls. Like, there's this space that I want to put some in, but I'm not sure how I want to arrange them yet. Maybe coming around like this, like that, and kind of get squished by the ones on top. Maybe there will be another thinner strand right here, kind of doing the same thing, and it just kind of gets smushed in. That's cool. We'll do that. Oh yeah, has everybody gotten Cyberpunk refunded now, or how's that going? I haven't really heard much else about it since that whole thing went down. I wonder how long before they re-release it or whatever. I guess it depends on how much crunch they're gonna put people through to fix all the problems, even though they already had crunch. And that's probably what caused the problems. Video games. James Video really is a fucker, isn't he? Nah, they won't. They won't. They'll just be like, oh, that could never happen to us. We do crunch differently. Not realizing that it's not how you do the crunch, it's the crunch that is the problem. Video James, please. Don't do us like this. So, I want to do double feature of The Room and The Disaster Artist. I have both films in my possession. I need to figure out when we're gonna do this. What day of the week is best for people? I was thinking maybe a Friday night. Yeah, Friday or Saturday. The only problem is Saturday I have stream. So Friday would be good. Oh! Hey, Friendin! Thanks for following. What's up, my buddy? Okay, so Friday. Alright, Friday. I have to decide what Friday. Yeah, I was figuring we could do The Room, and then we could do The Disaster Artist right after that. Well, I mean, we'd have like an intermission in between. But yeah. I figure we'd probably start, because Friday people would still be getting home from work and stuff in the afternoon, so we'd probably start somewhere around, I'm guessing, probably 8 or 9-ish p.m. Eastern. And then it would probably end up going to around, I don't know, midnight-ish, 1 o'clock-ish in the morning, Eastern. So I figure on a Friday that wouldn't be too, like, late for most people. I mean, unless you're in Europe, of course, but, you know, time zones. Yeah, for some reason, it's been a minute since I've seen The Room. I mean, I've watched it a lot, but I haven't watched it recently. And, some people haven't seen it, so I'd like to share it with people that haven't experienced the joy of Tommy Wiseau's opus. And then, The Disaster Artist is I wouldn't say it's as good as The Room, but it is enjoyable in its own right, and it's kind of nice to see some of the behind the scenes stuff. I really would not be surprised if Tommy Wiseau was actually DB Cooper. Because to this day, nobody exactly knows where he's from or even how old he is or how he got the money that he had when he made The Room. Like, he claims that it's from, like, importing and selling clothes, like leather jackets and stuff, but I don't know. It seems shady. And I could totally see him jumping out of a plane with money. Dude is a weirdo. Have any of y'all played The Room, the game? The Flash game? Like, Newgrounds is a little bit of a minefield as far as content goes, but that game was actually really funny. And it was pretty well done for what it was, to be honest. Okay, so don't get it confused with Silent Hill 4 The Room, but look up The Room, the game. It's a Flash game on Newgrounds, and it's hilarious. Don't play it if you haven't seen The Room, though, because it's full of spoilers. Yeah, yeah. It's like pixely sprites of The Room and lots of spoons. I want to have some curls overlapping stuff. Let's work some overlappies in here. There. That. Getting all up in each other's business. No rules, just right. Probably do that over here too. And get... But yeah, that game is very funny. I guess content warning, it has some some pixelated bright nudity and some blood and some language. Much like the movie. Um but yeah, it's hilarious. It's got a surprising amount of content. Like it's gonna take you a couple hours to get through, even if you don't get everything. So yeah, put aside a little bit of time for that one. It's an experience. Like I said, it's surprisingly well done for what it is. Like you would think that just some like tongue-in-cheek quote unquote tribute to a movie like that done as a Flash game would be kind of half-assed, but it's not. It's not. It's got fairly high production quality. They put a lot of care into it. And I bet it didn't take like 60 something takes to get scenes done correctly, unlike the movie itself. I'm moving the septum ring over a little bit because it's looking lopsided. We don't want it lopsided. There we go. That's a bit better. Ah, the jitteriness. Every time. So annoying. And the scroll wheel is always the first thing to go on my computer mice. But it never stops being obnoxious. And we also need to do eyebrows. Eyebrows. I want to kind of go in and tighten up the sketch a little bit so I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay. Eyebrows. They can really serve some looks. Get that right amount of attitude. Hmm? What's up, Noah? Oh, yeah, yeah. I have it, I just don't have it loaded up. Oh yeah, I can. Well, I'm gonna fill this in. I'm actually gonna put a little bit of color behind it. This is just for like the texture of the hairs, and then I'm gonna put some brown kind of underneath, kind of like when you do like filling in your eyebrows, but with art. No, no, it's fine. It's fine. Like I said, if I'm not doing something right, yell at me and I will fix it. Honestly, good eyebrows are something to be proud of. So, in all honesty, the reason I don't have the other photo up here as ref is because you are mostly topless in it, and I don't want Twitch to be like, hey, what are you doing? Because sometimes they can be a little touchy about things that aren't even really against the toss, and I don't want to take a risk on that. You're too powerful for Bezos, is what it is, and Jeff Bezos is very intimidated by you. Bezos is a prude, but he has nudes out there. That's funny. Big hypocrite. Skelly, I don't know. I really don't know. And I don't think I want to know. I don't want to know the type of people that want to see that. I try not to think about it. Ever since I found out about that, I was like, oh no. Now this is in my head. Now, like, I have synapses that lead my brain to this. It's not a pleasant thing to think about. Maybe I should have directed that person that came in here saying they were horny to that. I'm like, hey, if that's the case, go check out old Jeffy B's nudes. Maybe that's what you're looking for. Whoever that was, I hope that they found what they were looking for. It just wasn't here. Maybe, yeah, but then Twitch might be like, why do you have a horny command? We're gonna ban you now, because we're weirdos about that kind of thing, even though you're not doing anything bad. That or Jeff Bezos will personally come in here and be like, hey, what the fuck? And I'll just be like, I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry, but I'm also sorry. Yeah, exactly. Give me my Bezos bucks and then I'll be sorry. I hope they're not gonna screw me out of that. That would suck. I'd be upset. Let's get some shiny on the piercings. Shiny. There we go. Cool. Gonna get some on the septum piercing too. Here. Maybe just a little tiny bit, like right there. Sporkly. Gotta represent all the hardware. So even though I know that with prescription lenses there's always like this weird magnification thing going on with glasses, I'm not gonna do that just because I don't have to, because it's art. And it messes up like the silhouette of the face and stuff, so I'm just gonna go with what it would normally be like without that. Yeah, it's like, if it's a drawing, there are some things that are, in reality, you just don't have to do if you don't want to. You just don't have to do it. You can just make it not a thing, you know? Yeah, but, I mean, if it's a drawing, we don't have to deal with that. It's cool. You can change it around. Oh yeah, Skelly, remember to remind me to do up that invoice for you. Because I might forget. So then I can start on that as well. Yay! Yeah, just be like, hey, do the thing, and I'll be like, oh shit, you're right. I sent in my condo fee late on accident because I was distracted by the holidays. Oops. Yeah, just you know, just be like, hey, you need to do the thing on the PayPal, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll do the thing on the PayPal. It's just, executive function is not always my strong point. And like, you know, it's been a busy few weeks, so I'm still kind of recovering from that. And my brain's just like, oh, you're supposed to do things? Ha 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 ha. That's a funny story. And I'm like, no, but I have to do it. Oh, they didn't take the late fee off? Those jerks. It was their fault. Like, there should be a date on it and stuff, too, that proves that it was sent in on time. Oh my fucking god. I bet they totally could, they just don't want to, and they're hoping that you'll forget about it. So, my homeowner's insurance is renewing, and I got a thing in the mail. It's like, hey, do you want to add some loss assessment insurance? And I'm like, what is that? Then I looked it up, and it actually seems like a handy thing to have. I guess it's like, if you live in like a condo, like I do, and there's damages to common areas that for some reason you're liable for some reason. Like, you know, smoke damage or fire breaks out or there's like water damage or something and it damages the common areas and there needs to be repairs or something. I guess it covers that, whereas regular homeowners insurance wouldn't cover that. So I guess I'm gonna have to be an adult and sign up for that because it's like $13 more a year. Like a year, not a month. So that's not terrible and it's worth it to have up to $25,000 coverage in case something happens and my management is like, hey, you gotta pay out on this. Yeah, I'm gonna do it, but this is the first time I've ever heard of loss assessment insurance, to be honest. I'm like, scary adult things. No. One of the good things about living in a condo is that homeowner insurance is very cheap. Mine is like $34 a month. And it covers like tens of thousands of dollars in possible damages. So, it's not bad. It's less than my car insurance, let me put it that way. Our car insurance is pretty cheap because we've been with that company for so long, like almost 20 years now, and we always pay on time, and we've never had any accidents. But yeah, like I hear a lot of nightmares from other people regarding car insurance being bonkers for one reason or another. Like I've known people who pay like almost $300 a month for car insurance, and it's like, holy, good lord. Yeah, like some companies can be really weird about that, and like any accident bumps up your premiums because you're considered more of a liability or something. And then some of them will be more forgiving about it. I actually think we got another discount because we ended up getting the homeowner's insurance through the same company as our car insurance. So I think they gave us like a loyalty discount or some crap like that. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know how any of this works. I just knew that like if something catastrophic happened, I wanted to have some kind of coverage. I used to have renter's insurance when I was renting too. I never had to like use it, but I had it just in case. Because like if somebody fucks up cooking dinner and like burns down part of the building, that would suck for me. Um, a complex down the road from me, uh, they were having construction being done on the roof of one of the buildings like several years ago, and the workmen didn't like tarp it properly, and then there was like a rainstorm and the rain got in and like destroyed the building. And that's like a nightmare. I'm like, oh my god, I hope that never happens to me. Alright, Noah, see you later. I will be in contact at some point tonight with, you know, progress and stuff. So, does anybody want to help me brainstorm what kind of YCH I can do for the new Zodiac? Like, it's probably going to be avatars because that's the thing that people seem to be the most interested in because they're kind of small and fairly quick turnaround, you know, and everybody always wants an avatar. Yeah, it's going to be an ox cow kind of thing. I guess I could do something like a Kigurumi kind of thing. I don't know. Like your character wearing like some kind of a bovine Kigurumi with like a, you know, like a Chinese kind of flair to it. Maybe some lanterns or something. I don't know. Cause like here, I did something for myself for last year because I am born in the year of the rat, and this was before COVID hit. So it was still like, you know, happy and cheery. But I did my bat in a rat Kigurumi. I thought it was cute. So I was thinking maybe something like this, but like a cow, and it would be like an avatar form. It wouldn't be like a full body. Hell yeah, rat ear. And the weird thing is, like, they're always like, oh, you know, your zodiac year is supposed to be like lucky for you and stuff, and it's like every time it's a rat year, it's generally not what I would consider the best year for me. All things considered, I would say that 2020 wasn't as bad for me personally as other rat years have been, but there was a lot of bad in it too, so yeah, last year was a rat year because I turned 36. But like when I turned 24, it was a very bad year. Although I'm at the age now where I can't remember if the year when I was 12 was bad or not. I'm going to assume it was okay, but I don't specifically remember if it was any worse than other years in that general time span. I mean, I guess it wasn't too bad. I just remember playing a lot of video games. Yeah, it's a 12-year cycle. Every 12 years. It starts with the rat. That was the first animal of the zodiac because of its cunning. And I think the last animal is the boar. I think. So I think like 2019 was year of the boar. I might be wrong. But also, see, the thing is that most people don't realize is that the Chinese calendar starts in February, not January 1st, because they go by a lunar year, not a solar year. So the zodiac technically doesn't roll over until Chinese New Year. So like if you're born in January, you are your sign is the one from that year. So like if your birthday's in January now, you're still a rat. And if you're born, you know, on the Lunar New Year or after that, then you're whatever the next year is. So you would be an ox if you're born after Chinese New Year this year. A lot of people just figure, oh, you know, once the technical new year happens, then it's whatever sign. But technically, if you really want to split hairs about it, it's not until the lunar new year. It doesn't really matter that much, but you know, depends on how accurate you want to be about it, how pedantic you want to be about it, I guess. You want to be a pedant or not. Pedant. That's a funny word to say. Pedant. Pistant. See, one of the problems when I'm drawing curly hair like this is I just want to keep going and going and going. I just want to add more and more and more, and I have to stop myself and have to be like, is that too much? Am I going too far with it? I don't want to stop. I want more. I just want to keep going and going and going, and then it's like, no, you're spending too much time on this. Stop it. You're overworking it. And then I have to get in an argument with myself about it. Is it worth overworking it, or do you need to stop? Because sometimes overworking a drawing can actually be worse than leaving something not technically finished. And I have made that mistake before quite a few times. I actively have to try to stop myself from doing it, otherwise I end up having to go back and fix it and kind of like tone stuff down. Such a burden to bear, I swear. Yay, no more migraine. Kick its ass. As a fellow migraine sufferer, my heart goes out to you. My brain goes out to you. I hope that the throbbing and the haze goes away. Oh, I'm sorry, Gout. Like, if you need to go lay down and stop looking at a screen because it's making your head hurt, I fully understand. Trust me. I have been there many a time. I get it. It sucks, but I get it. Like, your health and your comfort are more important than sticking around for the stream. I mean, either now or in the future, like, if, you know, your head hurts, I know looking at screens does no favors for that. Like, if you need to take a break or bow out, I totally understand. I won't hold it against you. Do what you need to do for yourself. There will be another stream in the future. Headaches suck, though. The worst. Just terrible. I thought I might get a migraine because yesterday I was feeling like weird pressure, like not necessarily behind either one of my eyes like usually happens when I'm getting a migraine, but like right in the middle, like right behind the sinus that's like in your T-zone, like right between your eyes. Like a weird tension that I don't normally get, and I was like, oh no, am I gonna get a migraine? Is this why I'm feeling yucky? But fortunately it doesn't seem to have turned into that. Maybe I gave it to you, maybe you caught my migraine. Oh no. If that's the case, I'm sorry. Yeah, sometimes eye strain can trigger it in me too. All that blue light. You could try getting some of those blue light glasses for looking at screens to reduce eye strain. I have never tried those myself, but I've heard some good things about them. Yeah, the gamer glasses, the yellow ones that look like you're looking through a glass of pee. Don't people use glasses with like yellow lenses like that too for like shooting guns? Are they the same thing? I used to have a night filter on my phone. I should probably get it again. Made everything orange. I've seen people that are like gun enthusiasts or hunters that wear glasses that they have yellow lenses. And I don't know if that's like specifically like a thing for shooting or a thing for hunting or what, but I've seen it. It's like a thing. I don't know enough about that culture to know exactly what they are, what they're for. I want to see somebody make that now just as like a proof of concept. I want to see the PP glasses. It could be like an avant-garde like art thing like the Piss Christ was. It'll make everybody real mad. Glasses, yes, exactly. I'm sorry we talk about piss so much on this stream. Piss is a very funny word to me for some reason, because I'm mentally 12 years old when it comes to stuff like that. No, you're right, I'm really not sorry. I was apologizing as a gesture, but I don't really mean it. I don't know why it's so funny to me, it just is. It's an amusing word. Okay, I'm sorry. This time I really am sorry, because you're yelling at me. Piss! That video is so good. Love it. It's such a good reaction to seeing like a car just on fire on the highway. Like, what else are you gonna say? It's just so genuine. Yeah, exactly. Hang on. We gotta do it. We gotta do it right. Hang on, give me a minute. Taking a break from drawing to screw around now. Okay. Work? I do it? There we go.
Yes.
Oh god. Alright. I had my fun. I mean, what would the emote be? What would it even be? Also, I don't know if Twitch would allow that. We have piss emotes on the Discord. At least one. I don't know how many we have. I don't know. I feel like that's treading a line. But maybe. Maybe. I really should have done the sketch a little more than what I did so that I had something to follow. But oh well. Yeah, the gasm faces. Hey, butts. There we go. The butts are cool. The gasm faces I have feelings about. Hi, Yvonne. Welcome. How has your new year been going so far? Hopefully it has been treating you better than 2020. Also, hell yeah! Give me money. Give me money for getting art. That's great. Art stimulus, yes. I'm still waiting for my stimmy. I haven't gotten mine yet. Jerks. My partner got theirs. Like, I checked, and my partner got theirs on the 4th, and I haven't got mine. And I'm a little mad about that. I'm gonna put that turtle under the faucet and demand to know where my money is. By turtle, I mean Mitch McConnell. Because he looks like a turtle. do you mean abusing a turtle for money? Is that what you mean? I can't believe that they think $600 is gonna help people that much. Like, come on. That's like not even half of a lot of people's rent. It really is. Like, I mean, the 1200 wasn't even really enough for most people. Like, why do they think 600 is a solution to anything? Like, 9 months after the first round. Like, what the hell? How disconnected can you be? I mean, I think we've all seen those maps showing what, like, the average rent is in, like, every state in the country, the US. I mean, um, nowhere is rent, like, on average $600 a month. Like, come on. Maybe if you're, like, if you have a bunch of roommates, maybe if you're renting a room, maybe? I mean, it's possible, but at the same time, like, Nancy Pelosi was a big opponent of the first round of stimulus because she wanted to means test it harder to deny more people the payments. So I don't have a whole lot of faith that Democrats are going to necessarily fix anything. But I'm not going to get that far into the politics right now. We will see. Time will tell. Everyone is trash. Everyone in politics is trash. I agree, Skelly. It is long overdue. The folds in ears are cool because everybody's are just a little bit different. Nobody has exactly the same pattern of folds in their ears. So every time you draw somebody's ear, it's going to be just a little bit different. Sometimes it'll be a lot different. I totally agree with you, Yvonne. I really do. I know where you're coming from. I agree. Won't say more than that, but I agree. I don't have much faith in the system as it exists. Okay. Ooh. Might have to adjust the angle of the hand. Or shoot the rest of the portrait over a little bit. I don't know. I guess I could more down like that. Maybe I'll do that. Oops. Why can't I erase it? Did I draw it on the wrong layer? I probably did. Yeah, I did. I would consider moving to New Zealand, except, I can't really afford it. And I have family here. Like, my kid has family here, I should say. Like, I have my in-laws and stuff, so. But hey, if you settle down there and you can give me an idea of what everything is, and then I have like a contact, I might actually seriously consider that. Because like, if I know somebody down there that can kind of give me an idea of what the process is and, you know, how things are and stuff, then, you know, that's a little easier than just going into it blind. It is worth considering. I am a bit tired of things as they are here in the United States. And then again, I hardly doubt I'm the only person feeling that way. The whole pandemic response really kind of blew the curtain open on the American myth. Oh no, why did the music stop? It said 3 hours. This Animal Crossing mix said 3 hours, but it only lasted for 2 hours and 47 minutes and 40 seconds. I am disappointed. You say 3 hours. You need to give me 3 hours. Monstrously foggy? Do you live in Silent Hill? That's pretty cool, Gal, but I know some people in the UK, and apparently the response to the situation over there wasn't exactly great either, so it might be more of a lateral move. I guess, like, you'd have, like, the NHS rather than whatever garbage we call healthcare here, but... It would be kind of funny if Silent Hill was actually in Wisconsin. And then, like, James from Silent Hill 2 is like, go pack, go! I think it would be funny anyway, just because it would remind me of Giant Spider Invasion. Or Red Letter Media. Or Surviving Edged Weapons. So, Silent Hill was partially based on Centralia, but at the same time, I believe that Team Silent, at least, I don't know about the later games because I don't care about the later games. Team Silent never actually specified canonically where Silent Hill actually is. Um, there's implications that it's on the West Coast, like in the, as Flawless puts it, the PNOE, the Pacific Northwest. Because in Silent Hill 3, Douglas has a California license plate on his car. But other people have speculated that it's in Maine. But it's never actually been specifically stated in the first 4 games where Silent Hill is located. I don't remember if we can see a plate on James's car. Which is funny, because I actually found a Silent Hill 2 world. Oh, wait, no, we can. And it looks like a California license plate. It looks like the blue California license plate with the gold lettering. So, Silent Hill is probably somewhere in either Oregon or in the very, very north coast of California. But in Silent Hill 3 for sure, there's a scene, a cutscene where Douglas, the detective, is driving Heather to Silent Hill, and you see his license plate, and it is a California license plate. Also, honestly, Silent Hill looks a lot like many smaller towns that are in the northern coast of California, like Mendocino and Humboldt counties. Redwood country, where my people are from. That kind of fog and those kinds of trees and the buildings and the town layouts and stuff are very similar to that region. Cheesehead. Cheesehead instead of pyramid head. It's just cheesehead. I kind of want to draw that now, actually. The great knife that he drags around is just a big cheese cutter. But also an edged weapon. And then the pyramid heads that have the spears, it's actually just like a cocktail toothpick. Skelly, did you ever have a cheesehead hat? It's okay. You're among friends. You can admit it. I won't judge you. But have you ever had one? Did you ever own one? Even if you never wore it. It's okay. It's okay, really. Really. It's okay. Hey, Yancy, what's up? We're talking about cheesehead hats and Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. Some of the monsters in Skelly's version of Silent Hill would be like really, really, really amped up Packers fans. Instead of like mannequins or bobbleheads or nurses. Yeah, Yeensy, it's an interesting conversation to enter into. We're approaching the tail end of this stream, so we've kind of run out of things to talk about. That's not true. It's just where things went. Actually, I want to move this. This is not where it should be. I'm gonna move it. Gonna go. Oh, is it on the wrong layer? What am I doing? Yeah, it is. Go over a little bit. That. And then actually, I might this and kind of that. And scooch it in. Make it a little. It's a little too wide. I want it more narrow. That's better. Okay. Cool. I remember there was like a thing, like a weird like GIF generator for like NFL stuff. I think it was like a Madden game, and people were making some real good shit posts with that. It was great. That's about all I know about like football stuff. And also people in that astronaut game like to type John Madden for the text to speech. Oh wow, the Packers aren't owned by some rich asshole? That's cool. I mean, I don't really follow sport, but it's cool that it's like a community-owned thing and not just some rich guy's vanity project. I'm tired of rich people's vanity projects, to be honest. I will say that the novelty wore off on that a long time ago. Especially when the last presidency was basically a rich person's vanity project. Woo, Packers! Imagine that. A football team that's a co-op. Imagine sport. Imagine enjoying balls. Oh, jeez. Okay. So with that, I think we're gonna wrap it up because it's about 11:30 and I started about 3 hours ago, and I want to go play video game. So I'm going to call it here, and we are gonna go raid Minty Kaiju, who got back to streaming after a while. So we're gonna go see her. She's also doing art, so we'll keep the theme going. And I want to thank everybody for stopping by. I want to thank everybody who followed. I want to thank everybody who hung out in chat, even if you're lurking, it's fine. I appreciate it. I love you all. I hope everybody's 2021 is going well so far. I'll be back on Thursday. Not sure if I'm going to be doing digital art or crafts. We'll see. Probably going to try to finish that bat, actually, so it might be another needle felting stream. Um, so I'll be back for that. And we're going to go raid, and I hope everybody has a good rest of their night. Alright, here we go. So let's go see what's going on, what's being drawn.